From eerie whispers in the forest to ghostly apparitions in old castles, legends from around the world have terrified, fascinated, and inspired generations. Some are cautionary tales, others warnings of the unknown, and a few remain unsolved mysteries to this day. Today, we explore 20 of the creepiest legends from across the globe, each with a chilling story that will linger in your mind long after the tale ends. 1. La Llorona, Mexico. La Llorona, or the Weeping Woman, is one of Mexico's most famous legends. It tells of a woman who drowned her children in a fit of rage and grief and now wanders near rivers, crying for her lost children. Many claim to have seen her ghostly figure at night, her cries sending chills through the air. People warn children not to wander near water at night for fear of encountering her. Scholars suggest that the story may have originated as a moral tale, yet countless eyewitness accounts persist, making it one of the most enduring ghost legends in the Americas. 2. The Wendigo, Native American folklore. The Wendigo is a terrifying creature from Algonquian folklore. Said to roam the forests of North America, this spirit embodies greed, hunger, and cannibalism. It is described as gaunt, with glowing eyes, long claws, and a hunger that can never be satisfied. Stories warn that those who become consumed by greed or resort to cannibalism risk becoming Wendigos themselves. Despite its supernatural elements, the Wendigo has been linked to real cases of cannibalism among isolated communities, blurring the line between myth and reality. 3. The Slit-Mouthed Woman, Japan. In Japan, the legend of Kuchisake Onna, or the Slit-Mouthed Woman, has terrified generations. According to the story, a woman mutilated by her jealous husband returns as a vengeful spirit, wearing a surgical mask and asking people if they think she is beautiful. Her responses and her potential to attack depend on how one answers. The legend has been used to warn children to behave, but modern reports still emerge, claiming sightings in streets and near schools, adding a modern twist to this centuries-old horror story. 4. The Black Dog, United Kingdom, across England. Tales of the Black Dog are woven into local folklore. Described as a massive, shadowy canine with glowing red eyes, it is often seen as an omen of death or disaster. Some reports suggest that it moves silently through the fog, appearing suddenly to travelers on lonely roads. The legend likely originates from medieval fears of hellhounds and the supernatural. Though it may seem like a simple ghost story, countless accounts describe genuine fear and danger associated with this spectral creature. 5. The Chupacabra, Latin America. The Chupacabra, or goat sucker, first emerged in Puerto Rico in the 1990s. It is said to attack livestock, draining them of blood, leaving behind an eerie scene of devastation. Descriptions vary from reptilian creatures to hairless, dog-like beings with glowing red eyes. While scientists argue that the legend is fueled by misidentified animals and mass hysteria, the fear of the Chupacabra has spread throughout Latin America, giving rise to chilling stories of encounters in rural towns at night. 6. The Headless Horseman, United States. The Headless Horseman legend, popularized by Washington Irving's The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, tells of a spectral soldier who rides through the night, carrying his severed head. Sightings of the horseman are often accompanied by ghostly sounds and sudden drops in temperature. Though Irving's tale is fictionalized, the story was inspired by older European legends brought over by settlers. Today, the Headless Horseman continues to inspire fear, appearing in Halloween lore, haunted tours, and urban legends across the United States. 7. The Ningen, Japan. Far from populated shores, Japanese fishermen speak of the Ningen, a massive humanoid creature reportedly seen in the icy waters of the Antarctic. Witnesses describe it as pale, with human-like arms and eyes, but utterly enormous in size. While skeptics dismiss it as a misidentified whale or ice formation, the legend has grown through videos, drawings, and online discussions, capturing imaginations worldwide. The mystery of the Ningen combines the fear of the unknown with the isolation of the extreme environment, making it uniquely chilling. 8. The Mothman, United States. The Mothman is a winged, red-eyed creature first reported in West Virginia in the 1960s. Witnesses describe it as a humanoid with enormous wings, capable of flight and terrifyingly fast movement. Most accounts tie the Mothman to impending disasters, the most infamous being the collapse of the Silver Bridge in 1967. Whether interpreted as a cryptid or a supernatural omen, the legend persists, with new sightings occasionally reported, keeping the mystery alive. 9. The Yaramayahu. Australia Aboriginal folklore tells of the Yaramayahu, a small, red-skinned creature that lives in fig trees and preys on humans. It allegedly uses its suction cup-like hands to drain blood and swallow victims, only to regurgitate them later, albeit smaller and weaker. The story was told to teach respect for nature and caution for wandering children, but modern retellings emphasize the horror of encountering such a creature in isolated forests or remote bushlands. 10. The Crying Boy Paintings, United Kingdom. In the 1980s, newspapers reported a series of house fires in the UK where only certain paintings of a crying boy survived intact, leading to claims that they were cursed. Homeowners reported strange phenomena after displaying the paintings: objects moving on their own, cold spots, and nightmares. Though skeptics attribute it to coincidence, the legend has cemented the paintings as symbols of haunted art, illustrating how fear can transform ordinary objects into sources of horror. 11. The Baba Yaga, Russia. Baba Yaga, a witch from Slavic folklore, is infamous for living in a hut that walks on chicken legs. She is known for her unpredictable behavior, sometimes helping those who are clever or brave, but often punishing the greedy or foolish. Legends describe her as an old crone with iron teeth, flying through the night on a mortar. Over centuries, Baba Yaga has inspired countless stories and remains a staple of Russian horror, blending the line between morality tale and supernatural terror. 12. The Jersey Devil, United States. In the Pine Barrens of New Jersey, tales of the Jersey Devil have persisted for centuries. Described as a flying creature with hooves, a goat-like head, and a blood-curdling scream, it reportedly attacks livestock and terrifies residents. The legend is often linked to the cursed Leeds family, whose 13th child was said to have transformed into the devil. While skeptics dismiss sightings as folklore, encounters continue to be reported, making the Jersey Devil one of America's most enduring cryptid legends. 13. The Pontianak, Southeast Asia. The Pontianak is a vengeful female spirit from Malay and Indonesian folklore, said to be women who died during childbirth. She appears as a pale woman with long black hair and red eyes, often preying on men. The legend has grown through campfire stories, urban myths, and horror films. Reports of sightings often include eerie sounds, shadows, and unexplained disturbances, reinforcing the chilling narrative of a restless spirit with a tragic, terrifying origin. 14. The Headless Nun. Germany legends speak of a nun whose sinful past caught up with her after death, forcing her spirit to roam the halls of her former convent headless. Witnesses recount hearing chanting, footsteps, and sudden cold drafts where the apparition appears. Though largely confined to folklore, tales of the Headless Nun serve as cautionary tales about guilt, penance, and the consequences of wrongdoing, creating a blend of morality and fear in German ghost stories. 15. The Skinwalkers, Native American folklore. Skinwalkers are shape-shifting witches from Navajo legend who can assume the form of animals, using their abilities for evil. Stories often describe encounters in the desert or remote areas, where travelers report eerie sounds, shadowy figures, and animals behaving unnaturally. Skinwalkers are not just cryptids, they are linked to human malevolence and dark magic, adding a psychological edge to the terror. Respect and fear surround these stories, as Navajo communities believe discussing them openly can attract the attention of the skinwalkers themselves. 16. The Bell Witch, United States. The Bell Witch haunted the Bell family in Tennessee during the early 19th century. The spirit reportedly tormented the family, moving objects, whispering threats, and even causing physical harm. Some claimed the entity was intelligent, responding to questions and conversing with visitors. The Bell Witch legend is one of America's oldest documented poltergeist cases and remains a subject of books, films, and paranormal investigations, illustrating the eerie persistence of ghost stories in modern culture. 17. The Rusalka, Slavic folklore. Rusalki are water nymphs or spirits that inhabit lakes and rivers in Slavic mythology. While some stories depict them as benign, others describe them as vengeful beings that lure humans into the water to drown them. They are often associated with tragic tales of love, betrayal, or untimely death. The combination of natural beauty and hidden danger makes the Rusalka legend haunting, serving as a warning to respect the unknown forces of nature. 18. The Dogman. United States reports of a werewolf-like creature known as the Dogman have emerged from Michigan and other parts of the United States. Witnesses describe a bipedal canine creature, covered in fur, with glowing eyes, howling at night. Sightings often coincide with eerie sounds, livestock attacks, and mysterious footprints. Unlike traditional werewolves, the Dogman is often considered an actual cryptid rather than a cursed human, adding a layer of plausibility to the terrifying stories. 19. The Nuckalavee, Scotland. The Nuckalavee is a terrifying creature from Orcadian folklore, described as a horse-like demon with no skin, exposing muscles and veins. It brings disease and death, and its toxic breath destroys crops. The legend is so feared that locals avoided the sea during storms, believing it could rise from the waters. This combination of grotesque appearance and real-world impact, disease, crop failure, made the Nuckalavee one of Scotland's most horrifying supernatural legends. 20. The Green Children of Woolpit, England. In medieval England, 2 green-skinned children appeared in the village of Woolpit, speaking an unknown language. They claim to have come from an underground world and survived only on beans. As they adjusted to the human world, their skin gradually lost its green hue. Scholars debate the origins of this tale, suggesting folklore, disease, or migration. Yet the story remains haunting, blending mystery, the unknown, and the possibility of worlds beyond our own. These 20 legends from around the world remind us that fear is universal, crossing borders and generations. From vengeful spirits to cryptid creatures and unexplained mysteries, the human imagination continues to create stories that chill us to the bone. Which of these legends would you dare to face? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more dark tales from history and around the globe.